Chapter 1. Hi, I'm Uzumaki Naruto. Hey, you can't go in there, an angry voice shouted as a short, blonde-haired, ocean blue-eyed boy stormed past the secretary's desk and threw open the doors to the Hokage's office. Old man, when were you going to tell me? Naruto yelled, glaring at the elderly man sitting behind the desk and a mountain of paperwork. Naruto-kun, what are you doing? Sarutobi Hiruzen, the Sandaime Hokage of Konoha, the village hidden in the leaves, said, hiding a smile at the boy who he thought of as a second grandson. Note to self: don't let Konohamaru and Naruto meet, it could spell the end of us all. I want to know why you never told me about. Naruto pointed at his stomach. And why you never told me about my father. The Hokage froze. Close the doors and leave us, the Hokage said sharply. The secretary nodded numbly and quickly left the office, closing the doors behind her. Hiruzen made some hand seals and the doors and windows glowed. Naruto, you know that what you carry is classified and SS secret, the Hokage said. You can't go yelling about it. And what's this about your father? Sorry sir, Naruto said, chagrined by the older man's glare. It's just, why didn't you tell me that my father was the Yondaime Hokage? Hiruzen sat stunned. What are you talking about, Naruto? Come on old man, it's not that hard to figure out, the boy said. The fox attacked on my birthday, it was sealed by the Yondaime Hokage, who died as a result. And I look just like him, at least from the pictures I've seen. The only other clan that has blonde hair is the Yamanakas, though it's not like mine and they don't have the same eyes as me. So why didn't you tell me? Hiruzen fell back into his chair, stunned. Taking a deep breath, he took the plunge. I'm sorry Naruto-kun, you are right. Your father was the Yondaime Hokage and his name was Namikaze Minato. I didn't tell you because your father said to wait until you became a jounin or you turned 21. Why? Naruto asked. Why didn't he want me to know? It wasn't just you, Naruto, Hiruzen said. Your father had many enemies, and if they knew that he had a son, you would be a very tempting target. Not that that changes much, Naruto grumbled. Hiruzen sighed. He knew that Naruto was treated horribly by a majority of the villagers, since they saw the boy as the QB rather than as Naruto. The third remembered that just before the fourth had died, he had hoped that the village would see Naruto as a hero for containing the demon. Naruto, I am sorry that this was kept from you, Hiruzen said. But I believe it's time for you to receive your inheritance. The Hokage stood up and walked around his desk to the pictures of the former Hokages. He stopped at the photo of the Yondaime Hokage. Naruto, come over here, Hiruzen said. Naruto stood up and walked over to the third. Now, your father sealed some things for you behind his portrait, but you need to swipe some blood against the seal. Naruto nodded and bit his thumb, drawing some blood. He pressed the bloody finger against the bottom of the portrait where a whirlpool was showing. The seal glowed blue and the picture broke out of the wall and drew up, revealing a sunken compartment. The hidden compartment had 3 scrolls inside. The third Hokage took the 3 scrolls and handed them to Naruto. Each of those scrolls are priceless, Naruto. The blue one has your father's jutsu scrolls, his notes on them and his ideas for improving them. The green one contains information on your mother's jutsus as well as her journals. And the red one contains letters from your parents and some other personal effects. Naruto looked down at the scrolls in his arms, cradling them as if they were the most precious things in the world. Hokage-sama, do you know where my parents are buried? I mean, I don't know my mother's name and only found out my father's today, Naruto said. Hiruzen immediately noticed the sama suffix that Naruto used. Of course Naruto, I can take you there, he said. And your mother's name was Uzumaki Kushina. Naruto gave the Hokage a watery smile as he tenderly put the scrolls in his kunai pouch at his side. Hiruzen unsealed the room and followed Naruto out of the office. Hokage-sama, the secretary said. I'm sorry that that boy disturbed you. Hiruzen noticed the venom aimed at Naruto, who was glaring at the woman. It's fine, he said sharply. I'm going for a walk with Naruto. I don't know when I'll be back, but it shouldn't be too long. "Hi Hokage-sama," the secretary said. "I'm sorry you had to deal with her Naruto," Hiruzen said when he and Naruto left the Hokage tower. "It's okay, old man, I'm used to it. And at least now, I know why the villagers act like they do," Naruto said. "Before, I thought that I had done something wrong. Now I realize that it's their fear stemming from the Kyuubi attack, and the visible reminder of their pain and loss. Fear makes people do many things. But I do have a question to ask, how do people know that I carry the fox?" The Hokage was stunned. "Naruto, I am truly sorry that you have had to go through all this. You are truly your mother's son. And as for why people know what you carry, it is because there were so many witnesses to the attack, and when I returned with you in my arms and with that seal still glowing on your stomach, people surmised that the fourth somehow changed the fox into human form, namely you. What were my parents like? I mean, everyone knows my father, the ninja, but what was he actually like?" Naruto asked, his voice soft and childlike. Hiruzen looked down at the boy. "No, young man," he thought. Naruto seemed to have drawn in on himself, like a child would if they were afraid that they had asked about something they shouldn't have. "Naruto, your parents were two of the best people I ever had the fortune to meet. Your father, while a feared and respected ninja, was also a loving and caring man, who always looked to find the best in a person," Hiruzen said. "Your mother was very much like you, loud, boisterous and confident. But she also was very protective of her loved ones. Both your parents would lay down their lives for what they believed in, or for their son. And they did just that, they gave their lives to protect you, Naruto, and the village." Naruto looked away, discreetly wiping his eyes. Hiruzen was silent as he let the young man compose himself. "Where are we going, Gigi?" Naruto asked. "Wouldn't my parents' names be on the memorial stone?" "Yes," the Hokage said. "But their graves are somewhere else. Now Naruto, this is an S-class secret. Only myself knows the exact location because like I said, your father had many enemies, so I made sure that few people know about the site so no one would try and vandalize it." Naruto nodded. Soon the duo found themselves on top of the Hokage monument. Hiruzen led Naruto into the forest behind the monument. They had been walking down a path for roughly a mile before they came upon a clearing. In the middle were two grave markers, simple but elegant in their design. Naruto walked over and knelt down in front of the markers. "To-san, Ka-san," he whispered, laying a hand on each of the markers. "I'm sorry I've never been to visit, but I hope you're proud of me. I dreamt that I was the son of the fourth Hokage, not really believing it. So to find out that I truly was the son of the fourth was indescribable. I understand why you decided to seal the fox in me. You were the Hokage and you couldn't ask someone else to sacrifice their child if you weren't willing to do the same. I promise I'll make you both proud." A soft, warm breeze went through the clearing. Naruto's hair shifted, almost as if someone's hand was ruffling it. Naruto smiled and inclined his head, letting his tears flow freely. Another gust of wind flew through the clearing. It seemed to wrap around Naruto, like a hug. "Thank you," Naruto whispered. "I'll come back and visit sometime soon." With that, Naruto rose from the ground and walked back to the Hokage. "Thank you, Hokage-sama," Naruto said formally. "You're very welcome, Naruto-kun. I just wish that you hadn't needed to come here," Hiruzen said. "Since you know your lineage, would you like to see your family's home?" "I'd like that very much," Naruto said. The Hokage smiled and led Naruto back into the forest. They walked for roughly a half-mile before coming upon a large compound-like house. Above the door there was an emblem, two blue waves on a sea of yellow. "This was my father's house?" Naruto asked. "Yes, Minato bought this house after he became Hokage," the third said. "He said he wanted a place away from the village somewhere he and his family could have some privacy." "Could I live here?" Naruto asked, once again in that small childlike voice. The third smiled. "Of course, it is your house now. I believe that the door is sealed with another blood seal, like the one in my office." Naruto nodded and stepped up to the door, pulling a kunai from his holster. He opened a cut on his palm and swiped it across the door. The door glowed before the lock clicked and the door swung open noiselessly. Naruto entered the front hall and looked around. The hall looked immaculate, like it had been just cleaned yesterday. It seems that Minato used his sealing talents to keep this place clean, the third said. Naruto looked intrigued. You can do that with seals? He asked. You can do almost anything with Fuinjutsu, Hiruzen said. I'm sure your father left you some notes in his scroll. Maybe you should take a look at it. Naruto nodded. He made a hand sign, a cross in front of his chest, and said, Kage Bunshin no Jutsu. 2 clones appeared on either side of Naruto. Go back to the apartment and gather everything. We're leaving that place and moving in here. Asu, the clones said before rushing out the door. Well then Naruto-kun, I better be getting back to the village. And I'm sure you'd like some time alone to take a look around. Naruto nodded his thanks. Okay, good night Naruto-kun, and remember that you have to go to the academy tomorrow for team selections. I'll be there and thank you Aji-sama, Naruto said. Hiruzen smiled and left Naruto, who was still gazing around the house. Naruto's clones returned to the house just over an hour later, laden with all of his worldly possessions. Thanks, go find a room to put that stuff away, Naruto said, not looking up from his father's scroll. Minato truly had been a genius amongst geniuses, but his true brilliance was his ability to break things down into their most basic forms. There were notes on all Minato's jutsus, the Rasengan, the Flying Thunder God, as well as his notes on improving some of the more basic jutsus, plus all his sealing notes. But what caught Naruto's eye was his father's notes on the Shadow Clone Jutsu. The notes said only ninja with extremely large chakra reserves could use the technique, since it spilled the chakra evenly amongst the clones. Also, the user would gain any knowledge that the clones amassed before being dispelled, making them ideal for scouting ahead. Naruto was amazed that his father had only been able to create 50 clones at most. Naruto had no idea how many clones he had made against Mizuki the previous night, but it had been more than 50. Wait, if shadow clones send their memories back to the original when they vanish, does that mean if 2 clones are learning the same thing, I'll learn it twice as fast, Naruto thought. Everyone in the village and at the academy thought that Naruto was an idiot, his grades certainly showed it, but it didn't help that Naruto was given Chunin level exams or even higher. Naruto knew now why his instructors hated him, well except for Iruka-sensei, they hated him. But Naruto didn't learn well by reading or studying, he learned best by doing things, through actually experiencing the process. I'll have to look into that later, he thought as a clock chimed. He looked up, it was nearly 3 in the morning. Crap, I have to be at the academy in 6 hours. Naruto grudgingly got to his feet and staggered up the stairs to the bedroom that his clones had dumped his stuff in. It was the master bedroom. A king-sized bed dominated the room with blue sheets and the Namikaze seal on display. It barely registered in Naruto's mind that the last people to sleep in this room were his parents, most likely the night before the Kyuubi attack. He only had enough mental strength to remember to change into his pajamas before collapsing onto the bed. Naruto, always remember that we love you and we always will, a soft female voice filled with warmth and affection, said. Naruto shot upright in bed as he heard a hawk's cry come through the window. Looking around wildly, Naruto realized that he wasn't in his apartment, he was in his father's house, in the master bedroom of the Namikaze compound. The previous day's events quickly came back to him. He was the son of the Yondaime Hokage, Namikaze Minato, and Uzumaki Kushina, a formidable kunoichi in her own right. However, no one knew this aside from the Sandaime Hokage and himself, though Naruto suspected that there were others that knew as well. Crap! I'm going to be late, Naruto exclaimed. He leapt out of bed and rushed into the bathroom. After a quick shower, Naruto re-entered the bedroom, rubbing a towel against his hair. He looked at his discarded clothes, the orange jumpsuit that had made him stand out. Frowning, he realized that a new wardrobe was in order. Naruto went to the drawers and found some of his father's clothes from when he was younger. He now looked like a ninja rather than a human-shaped pumpkin. Naruto had on dark blue pants, black undershirt and a dark red long-sleeved shirt. He tied his headband across his forehead and tied his kunai holster onto his right thigh. Taking a deep breath, Naruto left the house, resealing it and dashed off to the academy. He reached the academy at just after 9 and found a seat in the second-to-last row of the classroom. Slowly the classroom filled up around him, but Naruto kept his head down. His mind was still on the previous day's revelations, and he was also thinking about getting back to his house and start training, and learning some of his father's jutsus. "Who the hell are you?" a loud, obnoxious voice barked from behind him. Naruto looked up. It was Inuzuka Kiba, his dog partner, Akamaru, on his head. "What do you want, Kiba?" Naruto asked. "Naruto!" Kiba exclaimed. "Why are you here? Only people who passed the exam are supposed to be here. Can't you see the forehead protector I'm wearing?" Naruto growled, jabbing his thumb at the metal plate on his head. "How did you get that?" another boy snapped. "It's a secret, very hush, hush. You know, have to kill you if I told you," Naruto said, with an amused smile at the others' faces. "All right, settle down you all," a sharp voice called out from the front of the room. It was Iruka. The class quickly settled down and found their seats. "Now then, you are all here because you have passed the graduation exam," a cheer went up. "Yes, congratulations, however you are all still genin, so you must continue to work hard if you want to advance. Now for the team assignments, you will be put in teams of 3 and placed under a Jonin sensei. After your teams are called, wait here for your sensei to come and get you." Iruka began calling out names. Naruto tuned him out by looking around at the other new graduates. 2 rows down and at the far end of the row sat Uchiha Sasuke, the sole survivor of the Uchiha massacre of 4 years previous. Sasuke's older brother, Itachi, had carried out the massacre, killing all the Uchiha except for Sasuke, and since then Sasuke had been treated like royalty by the villagers. And because of that, Sasuke had become arrogant and believed that he was better than everyone else. Naruto knew that Sasuke was a very talented ninja. He was easily the best in the class, however Sasuke also seemed to feel that no one would ever measure up to him. Naruto had spied the Uchiha training, but without anyone to push him past his limits, Sasuke would never really advance. The problem with that was, Sasuke felt that because he was an Uchiha, that no one was as good as he was, and it didn't help that the village council would do anything to make the boy happy. Team 7, Uzumaki Naruto. Iruka's voice cut through Naruto's thought. Haruno Sakura. Naruto perked up at this. It was no secret that he harbored a major crush on the pink-haired girl. Sakura was the smartest one in the class. She got perfect scores on all their exams, though she was the worst at taijutsu and pretty lousy at ninjutsu as well, though this stemmed from her meager chakra reserves. Naruto thought back to before he had started the academy. He and Sakura had been on friendly terms. She was one of the few children that he had been able to hang out with. Though once they entered the academy, Sakura was drawn into the world of a Sasuke fangirl, along with Yamanaka Ino and every other girl in their class. "And Uchiha Sasuke," Iruka finished. Naruto groaned as Sakura cried excitedly and turned to Ino, who was sitting next to her, and stuck out her tongue. Naruto rolled his eyes at the behavior. The remaining 3 teams were called out and soon left with their Jonin senseis, leaving Sakura, Naruto and Sasuke alone in the room. Naruto pulled out a scroll and began reading it. It was full of exercises aimed to improve one's chakra control. Naruto was pants at chakra control, and after reading his father's scrolls, Naruto was going to need to learn at least decent chakra control. Where's out sensei?" Sakura growled after nearly 2 hours of silence. Naruto looked up and saw that Sakura was pacing back and forth at the front of the room. Smirking, Naruto spied an eraser on the blackboard and a quick prank popped into his head. The door slid open to reveal a silver-haired man wearing a Jonin vest, his forehead protector covering his left eye. Thump! An eraser fell onto the man's head, releasing a cloud of chalk that sprinkled the man's already silvery hair. "What the?" Sakura and Sasuke said. "Where did that come from?" "Well, my first impression of you guys is that I hate you," the Jonin said. Sakura and Sasuke's sweat dropped while Naruto chuckled. Something funny, Blondie? The Jonin asked. Naruto looked up at the Jonin, his ocean blue eyes stormy. Well, my first impression of you isn't very high considering you couldn't even dodge an eraser, Kakashi-sensei. The Jonin's one visible eye widened. Well then, Blondie, you know my name, what's yours? You're supposed to be our sensei, and you don't even know our names? Wow. Naruto Baka, shut up. Sakura cried, her fist rose to strike the back of Naruto's head. She brought it down, but Naruto easily leaned out of the way, making Sakura to lose her balance and nearly fall over. She blinked at the feeling of a pair of strong arms holding her up and her back against a firm chest. She looked up and saw the ocean blue eyes of Naruto staring down at her. You should be more careful, Sakura-chan, he said with a small smile. Sakura was surprised to find she was blushing. Sasuke was stunned, he didn't even see Naruto move. Sasuke's onyx eyes narrowed. Is that Naruto? He usually can't take more than 4 steps without falling over. And where's the orange? So that's Uzumaki? Kakashi thought. His file said that he was obnoxious, loud and brash. But this kid seems to be calm and alert. I could barely see him move. Though he does have quite the mouth. Alright, you three, meet on top of the academy in 10 minutes, Kakashi said before vanishing in a puff of smoke. Naruto released Sakura and put his arms behind his head. Sorry, Sakura-chan, but I couldn't let you fall, he said, with a bright smile. He left the classroom without another word. Sakura exchanged a look with Sasuke, who looked just as confused, before the pair left the classroom. Now then, why don't we get this over with, Kakashi said. We'll go around and introduce ourselves. Your likes, dislikes, ambitions, you know. Blondie, you're up first. Naruto glared at Kakashi. Fine, I'm Uzumaki Naruto. I love ramen and training. I dislike anyone who thinks they can coast through life on their name. Sasuke glared daggers at Naruto, who ignored it. Also, I dislike those who put others down to make themselves feel stronger. And my dream is to become Hokage in order to protect my home and to be recognized as a shinobi of the leaf. And to surpass my father, Naruto finished silently. Kakashi grinned behind his mask. Kids got spunk. He insulted the both of them, without coming out and saying it. All right, Pinky, your turn. Hi. My name is Haruno Sakura. She trailed off when she glanced at Sasuke. I dislike Naruto and my dream is to, against Sakura trailed off as her face went red. Naruto rolled his eyes as Sasuke blatantly ignored Sakura. He also noticed that Sakura hadn't reacted to his thinly veiled jab at how she would always try to put him down when he would try and impress her. So I'm stuck with a ninja who's more concerned about love than being an actual ninja, Kakashi thought. Alright, let's see what Mr. Sunshine has to say. Name's Uchiha Sasuke. I don't like anything, and I dislike Naruto and those who are weak. My ambition is to kill a certain man and revive my clan, Sasuke said, his fingers steepled in front of his face. Sakura looked like she was going to faint. Naruto shrugged. I figured as much, Kakashi thought. Well then, that's all for today. Wait, sensei, what about you? Sakura asked. Well, as Blondie said earlier, my name is Hate Kakashi. I have many likes and dislikes, but I'm not going to share them with you, and I don't have many ambitions. Now then, I expect you three to meet me at Training Ground 7 at 7 am tomorrow morning for the Genin acceptance test. Oh, and don't bother eating breakfast, it won't be staying down very long. Wait, Genin acceptance test, what are you talking about? I thought we already graduated, Sakura said. That's true, but this test is to make sure that you three have what it takes to be a ninja. I should tell you though that this test has a 66% failure rate, and if you fail, you'll be sent back to the academy. Sakura and Sasuke's sweat dropped while Naruto nodded. Well then, we won't fail, Kakashi-sensei, 'cause I'm not going back to the academy, Naruto said confidently. See you tomorrow, sensei, Sakura-chan, team, he added before vanishing in a streak of yellow light. Chapter 2 Enter the Lazy Cyclops. Naruto woke early the next morning, feeling nervous but confident about Kakashi-sensei's test. After leaving Sakura, Sasuke and Kakashi, Naruto had returned to the Namake's compound to continue looking over his father's notes. He was surprised to learn that Minato had been Kakashi's sensei and that the test that Minato put his team through was designed to distract and divide the team by saying that they had to get 2 bells from Minato. I wonder if Kakashi-sensei's test is the same one that Tusan used, Naruto thought. It certainly fits. And if this is the test, Dad said that the purpose of the test is to see how well the team worked together. Naruto left the compound just as the sun was rising over the tops of the trees surrounding the house. He was wearing the same type of clothes as yesterday, dark blue pants and sandals, with a dark green shirt over a black undershirt. He made his way through the village, placing a basic henge on himself to hide his features, his blonde hair now a sandy brown and his ocean blue eyes darkened almost to navy. His distinctive whisker marks were covered. Naruto had learned early on that no one would sell anything to the demon child, or if they did, it was at a horribly inflated price. So Naruto began using a henge to fool the shopkeepers. On the way to the training ground, Naruto bought a couple of apples and other fruits. He knew that Kakashi had said not to eat breakfast, but Naruto also knew that he wouldn't have a chance against the Jonin if he were not at 100%. Naruto Baka, Kakashi-sensei said that we weren't supposed to eat breakfast, Sakura scolded when he arrived. And you believed him, Naruto said sharply. Seriously Sakura-chan, you're a ninja, Kakashi-sensei is obviously trying to trick us into being at our worst, and besides from what I've heard, sensei has an annoying habit of showing up late. How would know that? Sasuke demanded. I hear things around the village when I do my pranks, Naruto said evasively. Sasuke narrowed his eyes but nodded. Naruto pulled out 2 apples and passed them to Sakura and Sasuke. We need to be at full strength for whatever Kakashi-sensei has planned for us. Both Sakura and Sasuke were stunned that Naruto had given them food, let alone food that wasn't ramen. Of course, if you two aren't hungry and don't want them, I'll take them back, Naruto said. Just then Sasuke and Sakura's stomachs growled and they shook their heads quickly. Naruto bit back a chuckle as his 2 teammates devoured the fruit. Thank you Naruto, Sakura said softly. Sasuke grunted, which Naruto took as thanks as well. You're welcome Sakura-chan, Sasuke, he said. There was a loud pop and a poof of smoke behind Naruto. What's going on here? Kakashi said sharply. I told you that you couldn't eat breakfast. No sensei, you said that we shouldn't, Naruto said. And besides, I'm sure that if the test is as hard as you say, we'll need to be at full strength. Well then, I guess if you 3 are at full strength, then I don't have to so easy, Kakashi said with a hidden smile. Sakura gulped, while Naruto and Sasuke looked excited. All right then, you have until noon to get these 2 bells from me. You have to come at me with the intent to kill or you won't have a chance. And if you don't get a bell, you'll be tied up to one of those stumps and have to watch the others eat lunch. But sensei, there's only 2 bells, Sakura said. That means one of us will get tied up. I suppose it does, Kakashi said nonchalantly. So let's begin. Sasuke and Sakura vanished into the woods. You know that you're supposed to go and hide, Kakashi said, looking at Naruto who hadn't moved. Yeah well, I'm sure that you know where the others are, Naruto said. And besides, I want to see how good you are. What is that dope doing? Sasuke snorted from his hiding spot. Who's a dobe? A voice behind Sasuke whispered. Sasuke whirled around, his hand darting for a kunai. Easy there Sasuke, it's just me. Naruto, what the hell? Naruto smirked. Come on Sasuke, we better find Sakura-chan. We have to work together if we want to beat Kakashi-sensei. Sasuke snorted. I don't need your help. Really Sasuke, you didn't even realize I was behind you, so how can you think that you can beat a Jonin, Naruto said. How are you here? You were facing off against Kakashi, Sasuke snapped. You haven't heard of the Bunshin no Jutsu, the blonde smirked. You can't make clones, the ones you tried at the exam were pathetic. True, but the me out there isn't a normal clone, it's a shadow clone. Shadow clone? Yes, now come on, we need to find Sakura-chan, Naruto said, turning away from Sasuke. The raven-haired boy scowled but followed. So Naruto used a shadow clone to delay me, Kakashi thought as he toyed with the clone. The boy is cleverer than I thought, and to be able to use the shadow clones this well and to make them so durable. Naruto and Sasuke burst through the woods. There you are, Sakura-chan, Naruto cried as they came upon the young girl. Sasuke-kun, Sakura cried, rushing toward the raven-haired boy. Naruto's eyes flashed with hurt as the pink-haired girl threw her arms around Sasuke. What are you doing here, Naruto? We need to work together if we want to have a chance, the blonde said. He suddenly stiffened. Kakashi-sensei just finished toying with my shadow clone, and I have a feeling that he's on his way here. Shadow clones, what's he talking about, Sasuke-kun? Sakura asked. It seems that Naruto has been hiding some things from us, Sasuke said. We're ninja, keeping secrets and deception is in the job description, Naruto said. Now we need to work together, we need to ambush Kakashi-sensei. I can use my clones to cause a distraction. Sasuke, you and Sakura-chan try and get the bells. I'll cover you. Sasuke and Sakura both nodded. Good, now go hide, and when you hear my shout, that's the signal, Naruto said crisply. The other two vanished. Naruto made a cross-hand sign, and two clones appeared, another hand sign, and the two clones took on the appearance of Sakura and Sasuke. You know what to do. Sasuke-kun, do you really think that Naruto really can do the Kage Bunshin no Jutsu? I mean, at the graduation exam, he couldn't even make a decent clone, Sakura said. Yes, I seriously doubt that he can do much of anything, but I'm not going back to the academy, Sasuke growled. And hopefully, he'll keep Kakashi unaware of us so we can get those bells. Right, I'm always with you, Sasuke-kun, Sakura said. Took you long enough to beat my clone Kakashi-sensei, Naruto called out as the Jonin appeared in the clearing. I have to say that I'm somewhat impressed that you can perform the shadow clone jutsu, but I'm not as weak as Mizuki, Kakashi said. True, Naruto conceded. But let's see how you do against the original. Naruto dashed forward, drawing a kunai from his holster, and he threw it at Kakashi. The Jonin lazily dodged it, but Naruto was upon him. The blonde threw a right cross at the silver-haired Jonin, who easily blocked it. Naruto used the momentum to put spinning kick that Kakashi was able to block. Now Sakura-chan, Sasuke, Naruto cried. The other two genin burst out of the woods and sped toward Kakashi, coming from opposite sides. Kakashi made to break away, but Naruto grabbed the Jonin's arm. Oh no, you don't, Kakashi-sensei. Sasuke and Sakura dove toward the Jonin. Poof! Kakashi vanished as Sasuke's fingers brushed against the bells attached to Kakashi's belt. Sasuke slammed into a tree trunk. Substitution, Naruto cried. Sakura and Sasuke burst into smoke, returning to Naruto. He hinged two clones into his teammates and used them quite effectively, Kakashi mused. Now where are the other two? Right behind you, a smug voice said behind Kakashi. The Jonin leapt away as Sasuke came barreling out of the leaves. Sasuke's flew through a series of hand signs. Gokakyu no Jutsu. No genin should be able to perform that jutsu, Kakashi said, his one visible eye widening. A giant fireball sped toward Kakashi, who vanished just before impact. Where'd he go? Down here, a voice said from below Sasuke. A gloved hand burst from the ground and grabbed Sasuke's leg. Doton Shinju Zanshu no Jutsu. Sasuke was dragged underground until only his head was sticking out like a weed. Too bad, Sasuke-chan, Kakashi said with an eye smile. The Uchiha snarled at the Jonin and tried to wiggle himself free. Suddenly Sasuke's head vanished in a cloud of smoke, being replaced by a log. Kawarimi! Kakashi exclaimed. Damn it, Sasuke, where were you and Sakura-chan earlier? Naruto's voice came from the trees. We would have had those bells if you had done your part. Shut it, Dobe, I don't need your help, Sasuke's voice followed. Right, Just like you didn't need me to rescue you just now, would you have rather me leave you looking like a weed with a duck's butt haircut? And where's Sakura-chan? She was supposed to help you. I don't know. I left her in the dust a while ago, Sasuke said. Team, what's the point of working together if you ditch your teammates? I don't need help, I'm an Uchiha, we're the best, Sasuke stated arrogantly. Right, and that's why it only took one person to wipe you guys out, Naruto drawled. What did you say? Sasuke roared. He was about to launch himself at Naruto when there was an explosion of smoke. When it cleared, Naruto found himself alone, and then he heard two shouts coming from the posts where the Team 7 had started. With a sigh, Naruto bounded off toward the screams. When he came flying out of the forest, he saw a sight that nearly sent him to the ground laughing. Sasuke and Sakura were tied up to two of the stumps. Kakashi was standing nearby, his face hidden behind an orange book. "On Naruto, nice of you to join us," Kakashi said without looking up. "What's going on?" Naruto asked. "Well, your teammates haven't truly grasped the concept of the test, hence them being tied up." "Why isn't the dope tied up? He didn't get a bell either," Sasuke snarled. "That's true, but Naruto did manage to understand the purpose of the test," Kakashi said, glaring at the Uchiha heir. "And what was the purpose of the test, sensei?" Sakura asked. Naruto face-palmed. How could someone so smart be so stupid? "Care to explain, Naruto?" Kakashi said. "The purpose of the test was teamwork, like I said earlier," the blonde genin said. "I told you that none of us had a chance against Kakashi-sensei individually, but if we worked together, we have had one." "He's right. In fact, Naruto, your use of the shadow clone jutsu was very well planned out, as well as using henge to make them look like Sasuke and Sakura." "Thanks, sensei. That was the idea, for you to think that we were all attacking at once, while the actual Sasuke and Sakura were supposed to surprise you and be able to get the bells." "A well-thought-out plan," Kakashi said. "Now since Naruto was able to understand the test and at least attempt to get you two to go along, I've decided to give you one more chance, but if you fail, you are all going back to the academy. And because Sasuke and Sakura didn't trust Naruto, they won't be able to have lunch." Kakashi vanished without another word, leaving Naruto standing in front of the bound Sasuke and Sakura. Naruto looked around before pulling out a kunai from his holster. "What are you doing, Naruto?" Sakura asked, eyeing the kunai warily. "What does it look like I'm doing? I'm cutting you two loose," Naruto said. "But Kakashi-sensei said not to," Sakura said. "No, he said you two couldn't have lunch," Naruto countered. "But that's besides the point, we all need to eat and get back our strength if we want to have a chance." With a quick flick of his wrist, the blonde cut the bonds. The ropes fell to the ground. Sasuke and Sakura stood, rubbing their arms. "But..." Sakura began. "Sakura-chan, I know what sensei said, but like I said, we need to be at full strength. Being a ninja means that you do what you have to survive," Naruto said. "And besides, I can't let you two hold me back," he added with a smirk, handing the two bentos to Sasuke and Sakura. "What about you, Naruto?" Sakura asked, looking at the box in her hands. Sasuke had dove right into the bento without sparing a glance at Naruto. "Don't worry, Sakura-chan, I've still got some leftovers from breakfast, though if you wouldn't mind being separated from one of those rice balls?" Naruto asked, using the puppy dog eye jutsu. Sakura's eye twitched, but she handed over the rice ball. "Thanks, Sakura-chan." The pink-haired genin rolled her eyes before digging into her own lunch. "What are you doing?" boomed Kakashi as he reappeared behind the three genin, lighting and thunder flashing in the background. "I thought I told you two that you wouldn't be getting any lunch." "You did, but I gave them mine to make sure that they were at 100%, Naruto said. "We're stronger together than we are alone." Sasuke and Sakura looked at Naruto like he had grown a second head. "He's taking the fall for us," they both thought. "You guys," Kakashi growled, "pass," he finished with a nice smile. "What?" Sasuke and Sakura cried, as Naruto heaved a sigh of relief. "You three are the first ones to disobey me about eating lunch, as well as impressing me," Kakashi said. Though Pinky here needs to decide whether or not if she wants to be a ninja. What? Of course, I want to be a ninja, Sakura cried. Yeah, well, you are pathetic, Kakashi said. All you did was run after emo boy there, you didn't attempt to help your other teammate when he asked. In fact, you both abandoned your comrade, he finished sternly. Sakura had the grace to look ashamed. Now listen well, you three have been taught the shinobi rules at the academy. Well, those who don't follow the rules are scum. But those who abandon their comrades and friends are worse than scum. Naruto nodded, Sakura went red again while Sasuke glared at Kakashi with an expression of "You're calling me scum. Now you have the rest of the day off, we'll meet at the bridge at 8 a.m. tomorrow morning for some morning in-depth training, then in 2 days we'll start missions. Bye, Kakashi said before vanishing in a puff of smoke. Naruto fell to the ground and heaved another sigh of relief. That went well, he said looking at his two teammates. Whatever dope, Sasuke snorted. I would have gotten a bell by myself. I didn't need your help. Just like you didn't need my help getting out of Kakashi-sensei's Doton Jutsu, Naruto said. Look, you are a talented ninja, but a solo ninja is much weaker than a team of ninja. You want to get strong, work for it. Strength isn't something that's handed out lightly, it must be earned. Sasuke glared at Naruto, who looked calmly back at the Uchiha heir. Naruto, you said that you could perform the Kage Bunshin, how is that possible? You could barely make a regular clone at the academy, Sakura said. Well, it didn't help that my instructors were sabotaged me, Naruto muttered. I can't tell you more than that I trained my ass off and finally got good enough. But we graduated 3 days ago, you couldn't have improved that much, Sasuke scoffed. There's no way a dope like you can perform such a high-level technique. Naruto's eyes narrowed, and stood up. He made a cross-hand sign in front of his chest and cried, Kage Bunshin no Jutsu. 10 separate Narutos appeared, surrounding the stunned Sasuke and Sakura. This proof enough for you, the Narutos said in tandem. The other two genin fell to their butts as the clones dispelled. Now do you believe me? Naruto asked sarcastically. Look, I'm going to get something to eat before heading home, would you two like to come along? Sasuke huffed and turned away. Sakura-chan, this isn't a date, Naruto said. I'm asking my teammate if she'd like to get some food and get to know each other better. We'll be working together. Sakura bit her lip. She didn't know whether to accept or not. Ever since she had started the academy, Naruto had been asking her out almost daily, but she had always shot him down. Sasuke-kun is the only one I love, she thought. This could be just another stunt. Maybe, but Naruto's changed since the exam and he's pretty cute without the orange, inner Sakura chided. What? Sakura cried. Since when do I think Naruto is cute? Well, since now, inner Sakura chided. Sakura-chan, are you all right? Naruto's voice cut through Sakura's musing. You kind of spaced out there. Stop that, Naruto, Sakura snapped, grabbing Naruto's hand, which had been waving in front of her face. Sorry, Sakura-chan. So do you want to get something to eat? I guess, but this isn't a date and you have to answer some of my questions. Oh, and don't tell me it's ramen. Naruto's face fell. Well, where would you like to go? He asked, trying to cover up his feeling of dread. Sakura blinked. This wasn't the overly confident and brash Naruto that she knew from the academy or this new, calm, collected Naruto that she had met today. There was something in Naruto's eyes that she had never seen before: fear. Naruto, are you all right? Sakura asked. Yeah, I'm fine, Naruto said, with a broad smile. But Sakura noticed that the smile was forced, it didn't light up his eyes. His bright blue eyes, she thought. There's a new place that just opened up, we could go there, Sakura said, ignoring her inner comment about Naruto's eyes. Okay, Naruto said brightly. Lead the way. Sakura watched Naruto as they made their way to the restaurant, barely listening to Naruto ramble on about something. As they walked down the street, she noticed that most of the people they passed either avoided them or shot Naruto hate-filled glares. There were whispers of demon, devil child and murderer. Sakura was sure that Naruto heard these as well, but he just ignored it, though she noticed Naruto's eyes seemed to tighten. "Here we are, Naruto," Sakura said as they reached the restaurant. It was a small tea shop. "Come on," she told Naruto. Naruto followed Sakura into the shop, with a healthy bit of trepidation. Sakura found a couple of seats, while Naruto slinked in behind her and sat down, keeping his head down. "What's wrong, Naruto?" Sakura asked. "Nothing, Sakura-chan, just feel a bit out of my element," Naruto said. "What do you mean?" "I usually don't go to this type of store," Naruto said. "Why not?" Naruto took a deep breath before saying, "Sakura-chan, I'm sure you noticed the looks that I was getting from the villagers while we walked over here." She nodded. "Well, let's just say I only eat ramen because that's all I can get." "What do you mean?" "Hi there, what can I get for you today?" a waitress asked, though she trailed off when she spotted Naruto, who looked down. "Can I get some green tea and pocky?" Sakura asked. "Of course," the waitress said. She turned to leave. "Wait, you didn't get Naruto's order," Sakura said. Naruto grimaced. "It's okay, Sakura-chan," Naruto said softly. "We don't serve him here," the waitress snarled. Sakura was taken aback. "What do you mean?" "Naruto is a ninja of the village, why won't you serve him?" "Sakura-chan, it's okay," Naruto whispered. "I'm not really hungry, it's fine. I'll just go and I'll see you tomorrow." Naruto rose from the table, pulled out his wallet, which was a green frog, placed a couple of ryo on the table and walked out. Sakura watched her blonde-haired teammate walk out of the shop, before turning back to the waitress, who had a smug smile on her face. "What was that about?" she cried. "Why wouldn't you serve him?" "Sure, Naruto is annoying, and a bit of an idiot, but that's no reason to treat him like that." "You don't know what you're talking about," the waitress sneered. "That boy is a demon, he is the bane of the village and should have been killed when he was born. We will never serve his kind her, now either sit down and shut up, or get out." Sakura glared at the waitress, stood up, grabbed the money that Naruto had left and stormed off. "Yeah, go run after him, you demon whore," someone yelled after her. Sakura froze in the doorway and looked over her shoulder. The shop went silent, as the room was flooded with Sakura's killing intent. Most of the people in the shop were civilians, so there were quite a few shivers and people falling to their knees. Sakura spun off and vanished, looking in vain for her blonde-haired teammate. Naruto had vanished. Chapter 3: The Makings of a Team. The next morning found Team 7 waiting for their sensei again at the same training ground that they had met the previous morning. Naruto was reading from a scroll, Sasuke was off brooding and Sakura was switching her gaze between the two boys. The previous day had opened Sakura's eyes. She had known that the majority of the village didn't very well like Naruto, but she didn't know why. She remembered playing with Naruto before they went to the academy, but once she had told her parents about the cute blonde boy with whiskers that had saved her from bullies, they immediately told her not to associate with that boy. She hadn't asked why, they were her parents and they knew what was best. So she began playing with Ino after the blonde had saved her from some other bullies. And with Ino, she had grown attracted to Sasuke, like the majority of the girls her age. Looking back, she wasn't really sure why she was attracted to Sasuke. Sure, he was cute, on the verge of becoming extremely handsome with his dark hair, eyes and aloof attitude. Her mother had told Sakura about the Uchiha massacre 5 years previous, how Sasuke was the only survivor, and that he would need plenty of love and attention. Sakura was brought out of her thoughts by the appearance of Kakashi in a poof of smoke, one hand raised in greeting. "Yo," the tardy Jonin said with a nice smile. "You're late," Naruto and Sakura cried together. Sasuke just grunted at the appearance of the one-eyed Jonin. "Well, there was this old woman." Kakashi began, but Naruto cut him off. "Give it a rest, sensei," the blonde said, not even looking up from his scroll. "Can we just get started?" "Well then, if you're all so eager to begin, let's start by going over each other's skills," Kakashi said. What are you talking about, sensei? Sakura asked. I mean, what can each of you do? Kakashi answered. We're a team for the foreseeable future, so we'll need to know each other's strengths and weaknesses. But didn't our academy scores show those? True, those were good overviews, but for some they were outdated, the silver-haired Jonin said, looking at Naruto. Since we have a couple of days before our team is on active duty, we'll use it to train and to better acquainted with our skills. Naruto and Sakura nodded while Sasuke grunted. Good, now who wants to go first? Kakashi asked. I'll go, Naruto said. Well, I guess my biggest skills are my shadow clones, my stamina and actually that's it. I've been looking over some scrolls of mine, and trying to get my taijutsu up as well. Oh, and I'd also say my stealth skills are pretty good. Sasuke scoffed. Something you wish to add, Sasuke? Kakashi asked. The dope doesn't know the meaning of stealth, the raven-haired boy sneered. Kakashi hid a frown behind his mask, while Sakura bristled. Naruto, however, didn't react, just returned to reading his scroll. Well then, how do you explain me being able to paint the Hokage monument in broad daylight? Naruto asked, without looking up. In a bright orange jumpsuit, and then I was able to evade Chunin, Jonin and even some Umbu, until Iruka-sensei found me. I still want to know how he does it, he's always the one who finds me. Kakashi grinned behind his mask, as Sasuke's mouth fell open for a split second then returned to his sneering. There's no way a dope like you could evade Umbu, they're the elite. Well, second to the Uchiha, Sasuke said. Naruto and Kakashi rolled their eyes at the young man, while Sakura stared, wide-eyed at Sasuke. Was he always this arrogant and stuck up, Sakura thought. I mean, sure the Uchiha were a very powerful clan, but then against it only took one person to wipe them out. All right then, Mr. Elite, what can you do? Kakashi said. Is this kid really Obito's cousin? My skills are my expertise in the Uchiha clan's taijutsu style, my expertise with Katon jutsus, and once my Sharingan awakens, I'll be unbeatable, Sasuke said arrogantly. Right then, okay Pinky, your turn. Well, I guess my best skills are my mind and my chakra control, Sakura said. Kakashi nodded. Good, now what about weaknesses, or things that you feel you need to work on? Kakashi asked. Weaknesses, the Uchiha don't have any weaknesses, Sasuke scoffed. I think we found one, Kakashi thought. Well, I'm not perfect like the team there, Naruto said. But my weakness is my chakra control, I freely admit that I'm horrible at it. My control problems are only offset by the fact that I have the most chakra of anyone in our class. More likely, I have more chakra than anyone except for Gigi in the entire village, he finished in his mind. Kakashi nodded. He probably has more chakra than his entire class combined. And from his file, he can't do the bunshin, but like he said, that's more due to his control, not technique. There's no way a clanless orphan has more chakra than an elite Uchiha, Sasuke cried. Naruto narrowed his eyes. If it wasn't for my promise to Gigi, you wouldn't be thinking that. Look team, you don't know who my parents were, I doubt anyone here truly knows who they were, so for all we know I could be the son of the 4th Hokage, or something, Naruto said. Silence fell over Team 7 like a wave. None of them could tell if Naruto was being serious or not. Kakashi was looking at the blonde genin with a narrowed eye, while Sasuke and Sakura were looking at Naruto with gaping mouths. A snort broke the silence, and then harsh laughter followed. It was Sasuke. Come on Dobe, do you really expect us to believe that you're the son of a great ninja like the 4th, when you can barely throw a kunai properly? The sound of metal whizzing through the air, then a soft thud followed Sasuke's jeer. 2.5 sets of eyes were staring at a quivering kunai that had lodged itself in the ground right between Sasuke's legs. How was that, team? Did I throw it right? Naruto asked sweetly. What the? I didn't even see the kid move, Kakashi thought. When did Naruto get so fast? Sakura thought. And what was that about him being the son of the 4th? He can't, can he? Hadobe, you missed, Sasuke sneered, even though he was trembling ever so slightly. Who said I was aiming to end your chances of continuing the Uchiha clan? Naruto retorted with an ice-cold glare. Kakashi froze. That look, he thought. It's just like the one Sensei had before he had to kill someone. But Naruto can't know that he's Sensei's son, can he? Realization struck Kakashi faster than a kunai. He never said that he didn't know who his parents were, only that Sasuke, Sakura and possibly I didn't. But how did he figure it out? Naruto saw Kakashi start out of the corner of his eye. He turned his head to lock eyes with the Jonin, and gave a tiny nod. Okay, moving on, Sakura, what do you feel is your biggest weakness? Kakashi asked, trying to steer the conversation back into safer waters. It's probably my lack of stamina. I was exhausted yesterday and I didn't really do anything. Also, while my chakra control is very good, that's only because I don't have a lot of chakra to begin with, the pink-haired girl said. Kakashi smiled. There might be hope for you yet, Haruno Sakura, he thought. All right then. Now why do you think I asked for your weaknesses or areas of improvement? It was Sakura who answered. Because Sensei, you wanted us to know what our limitations are. Also, this made us think about our skills and what we need to do to get better. Correct. And I think that Naruto has the right idea for our first training exercise. Chakra control, Kakashi said. Now I'm sure you've all done those control exercises where you try and stick a leaf to your forehead with only chakra. He got 2 nods and an HN from Sasuke. Well then, we're going to learn how to climb trees. Climb trees, Sasuke scoffed. What's the point? We can all climb trees, even the dobe. Hell, he probably lives in a tree. A chill fell over the clearing as Naruto's hackles rose. Sasuke, that's enough, Kakashi barked, glaring at the Uchiha, who just smirked back. You'll be climbing trees without using your hands. What do you mean? Sakura asked. Let me show you, the Jonin said, getting to his feet. He walked over to the base of a tree and paused, making a hand sign. Then he placed a foot on the trunk and proceeded to walk up the tree. Just like that, Kakashi said, hanging upside down from a branch halfway up the trunk. So cool, Naruto said, a gleam showing in his eye. Take these kunai and mark your spot, then try and surpass it the next time, Kakashi said, throwing 3 kunai at the genin's feet. Now there are 2 ways of starting this exercise. You can get a running start or you can lay down at the base of the tree with your feet against the trunk and start that way. Now the point of this is to help you learn to channel your chakra. Your feet are the hardest place to do this since they're the farthest point from your center. Now you need to channel the right amount of chakra, too much, and you get pushed off, too little and you won't stick to the trunk. Naruto and Sakura nodded, while Sasuke huffed. The 3 genin made their way to separate trees. Sasuke began by racing toward his tree. He made it up 5 steps before his foot slipped. Quickly he slashed a line in the trunk before back-flipping to the ground. Naruto lied down at the base of the tree, putting his feet against the trunk. Closing his eyes, he channeled some chakra into the soles of his feet until he could feel them stick to the trunk. Grinning, he took an experimental step, once again feeling his chakra draw his foot to the trunk like a magnet. Slowly, he began making his way up the trunk, pausing with every step to make sure his footing was secure. Come on, slow pokes, a girl's voice called from a 3rd tree. Sakura was sitting on a branch about 30 feet off the ground. This is easy. Well, it looks like our pink-haired Kunoichi is the closest to becoming Hokage, and maybe the elite Uchiha isn't so elite, Kakashi said. Sasuke alternated glaring at Sakura and Kakashi. Sakura was glaring at Kakashi for putting her in the spotlight. Don't say that, Kakashi-sensei, Sakura cried. I mean, I'm exhausted just from climbing this high. Okay, well then Sakura, rest up there until you've regained enough chakra to walk down, then keep going. Why? You need to enlarge your chakra reserves, and this exercise will do that, Kakashi said. Oh, Sakura said, looking mollified. Getting to her feet, she channeled her chakra into the soles of her feet and began making her way down the trunk. She could feel her chakra being drained with each step. Suddenly, she felt the remainder of her chakra leave her and her grip dropped. Aiee! Sakura screamed as her mind went blank. She saw the ground rushing up to meet her, the last thing she was ever going to see. Gotcha, Sakura-chan, a familiar voice said. Sakura opened her eyes. She wasn't looking into the cold, hard earth, no, she was looking into the clear blue eyes of Naruto. You gave us quite a scare there, Sakura, Kakashi said. Naruto moved faster than even I did. All I saw was this blonde shimmer, the silver-haired Jonin thought. He can't know the flying thunder god, can he? Naruto, you can let Sakura down now, unless there's something you aren't telling us, Kakashi said with a nice smile. Both Genin blushed, while also a trickle of blood seeped from Naruto's nose as he realized how he had caught Sakura. One hand was supporting her legs just below her but while the other was supporting her upper body with his hand resting just to the side of her breast. Naruto baka! Sakura cried, leaping out of his arms and planting her fist into the back of Naruto's head, sending him into the dirt. She turned away, hiding the blush that had rebloomed on her face, as she remembered the feel of Naruto's arms holding her. This is Naruto baka I'm thinking about. I love Sasuke-kun, Sakura thought. Maybe but Sasuke didn't come catch us, inner Sakura said. He didn't even look over. Gomen Sakura-chan, Naruto said, rubbing the lump on his head as he stood up. Sakura felt guilt settle in her stomach as she realized that she had overreacted. No Naruto, I'm sorry. I overreacted, you saved me and I hit you. Thank you for saving me, she said. It's okay Sakura-chan, Naruto said, flashing a bright smile. Why don't you take a break and get something to eat, you'll be able to recover some chakra. Here I have some rations if you want some. Sakura blinked. Since when does Naruto eat anything other than ramen, she wondered. It's not ramen, is it? She asked. Naruto chuckled, which made Sakura feel warm. No, it's not. Can't really seal ramen in a storage scroll, he said. Naruto reached into his pack and pulled out a scroll. You know sealing? How, that's not taught at the academy, Sasuke asked. I picked it up around, and sure not everything you know is taught at the academy, Naruto said. And I'm only a beginner. He truly is Sensei's son, learning sealing at his age, alone, Kakashi thought. All right, let's take a break for lunch, he said. Naruto grinned. He made a hand sign and with a puff of smoke, a pile of fruit and other rations appeared. He picked up an apple and took a bite. Dig in, there's plenty, Naruto said. Sakura took an apple while Kakashi politely declined in favor of his own rations. Sasuke glared at Naruto and stormed off by himself. Naruto, how do you know this? Sasuke-kun is right, we didn't learn any of this at the academy? Sakura asked. Yeah well, you'd be surprised at what people throw out also when I found out that the fourth Hokage was a master at sealing, and he's the man I want to surpass, so I decided to learn it, Naruto said, inwardly cringing at his slip. Sakura didn't seem to have noticed but Kakashi narrowed his one visible eye. So he does know, I wonder how he found out, Kakashi thought. There's no way a dobe like you could ever surpass the fourth, Sasuke scoffed from his spot across the clearing. Naruto was instantly on his feet. Whatever team, I will surpass all the previous Hokage when I become Hokage, he declared, his eyes bright and determined. Kakashi hid a grin behind his mask. Oh Kushne-chan, he is most definitely your son. And he might just do it. The Uchiha grunted. Naruto glared at the raven-haired boy before pulling a scroll from his pouch and opened it. What's that? Sakura asked. A scroll I found about seals, Naruto said evasively. Team 7 spent the rest of the day training, chakra control as well as light sparring. It was nearly 5 p.m. when Kakashi called an end to the day. All right, let's call it a day, Kakashi said. Tomorrow, we have Outlast Day before we start taking missions. We'll meet at the bridge again at 7 a.m. Ja-ne. He vanished without another word. Sasuke followed suit while Sakura looked on despondently. See you later, Sakura-chan, Naruto said as he finished packing up his equipment. Wait, Naruto, she cried. Naruto turned to face her. I want to ask you about yesterday. Why did you leave the restaurant? Why wouldn't they serve you? Your pranks couldn't have been that bad. Sakura-chan, I can't really say much. I don't know exactly what I did to make the village hate me, but it wasn't because of my pranks. Sure, they might have annoyed some people, but I would never purposely hurt anyone with them, he said. Then why do the villagers seem to hate you so much? Sakura pressed. I'm sorry, Sakura-chan, but I can't tell you. Look, you better get home, I'll see you tomorrow. But Naruto. Sakura began, but Naruto vanished before she could continue. The pink-haired genin admitted defeat for now. I will find you out, Naruto, she thought. Naruto was hightailing it back to the Namake's estate. He knew that he had dodged a bullet with Sakura regarding the Kyuubi, but he also knew that she wouldn't let this go. Kakashi-sensei suspects that I know about my parents, maybe I can ask him about Tusan since he was Kakashi's sensei. Naruto entered the house and began looking for a scroll that had caught his eye the previous night that he hadn't had time to look through. It was one of his father's, called Training Tips. There you are, Naruto said, finding the scroll where he had left it, on his nightstand. Unfurling the scroll, Naruto found the part about resistance seals. Minato had always been praised for his speed, and here was his secret. The resistance seal was one that acted like a full-body gravity seal. It made seem that the wearer was moving through water or mud depending on the level. By pumping chakra into the seal, Naruto could control the level. This training method was actually threefold: speed, strength, and control. By using the seal, Naruto could train in all these aspects at once. I'll start using the seal tomorrow, Naruto decided. I need to practice writing it before I draw it on the seal paper I'll be using. And that's what he did. Naruto spent the next 3 hours practicing writing the seal on different pieces of paper while he had several dozen clones work on chakra control. He knew from reading his father's notes that it was possible to overload the seal, which would up the level too quickly for his body to adjust, which could kill him. Naruto fell asleep, while his clones continued working on the seal and chakra control. Morning found Naruto up at the crack of dawn preparing to place the resistance seal on his chest. His clones had spent the night practicing, and after regaining the combined memories and experiences of nearly 30 clones, he was ready. Dipping his brush into the ink, Naruto took a deep breath before using short and practiced strokes, and quickly constructed the seal. It only took 2 minutes, but it felt longer for Naruto as he needed to make sure he didn't make a mistake. Placing the seal on his chest, Naruto challenged some chakra into the seal. Immediately, Naruto felt as if something was pulling him down. He tried moving his arm, but it felt like he was moving through wet sand. It worked. Good thing it's only on level 1 or I wouldn't be able to move, Naruto said. But I want to see if I can increase it a level a week. After a breakfast of eggs and ramen, Naruto pulled on his outfit and left the compound. Even after just getting to the top of the Hokage monument, Naruto could feel the resistance making extremely difficult to fully move. He felt as if something was both pulling his body down as well as if there was a strong focused wind pushing against him. Naruto, you're late, Sakura cried when Naruto reached Team 7 meeting place. Gomen, Sakura-chan, my alarm didn't go off. And besides, how can I be late if Kakashi-sensei isn't even here yet, Naruto said. Sakura paused. Still, we said we'd meet at 7 a.m., and we should be on time even if sensei is late, Sakura said. Right, Sasuke-kun? Sasuke grunted. Naruto rolled his eyes. So what training do you think we're doing today? He asked. I hope it's not more chakra control exercises. Well, you need it, Sasuke said. You said yourself that you sucked at it. Naruto bristled. Yeah, I did, but considering how much we did yesterday and what I did last night, I want a break. What did you do last night? Sakura asked. I used my clones to help me with my control, Naruto said. What can clones do to help you? Sakura asked. Well, everything you learn with the clones, you get their memories. That's why they make ideal recon or scouting aids. What do you mean? Sasuke asked. Everything that my clones learn, I learn when they dispel, though the memory backlash is pretty rough. Teach me, Sasuke demanded. What? Teach me the shadow clone jutsu. No. What? I'm an Uchiha, you should be honored that I'm asking you the honor or teaching me. I said no. And you're not asking, you're demanding that I teach you. Besides, you don't have the chakra to perform the technique, maybe in a couple of years. A shadow clone splits your chakra evenly between the clones, it's a kinjutsu for a reason. Sasuke fumed and reached for a kunai, but froze when he felt the cold sting of another kunai at his neck. Do you really want to try that? Naruto growled. A shadow clone was behind Sasuke with the kunai at Sasuke's neck. When did he create a shadow clone? Sasuke thought. There was a poof of smoke and Kakashi appeared to that sight. What's going on? He asked. Team here demanded that I teach him the Kage Bunshin, but I told him that he doesn't have the chakra reserves for it, Naruto said. I'm an Uchiha, I should be able to learn these high-powered jutsus, Sasuke cried. Kakashi looked up at the sky as if to ask for guidance. Sasuke, Naruto is right, the Jonin said. You don't have enough chakra to perform the Kage Bunshin. Maybe in time you will. So what are we going to do today, sensei? Sakura asked. Well, since we did chakra control yesterday, today we'll be working on taijutsu, with some sparring, Kakashi said. Naruto grinned. Here was a chance for him to beat up the duck head, and get away with it. I'll have to take it easy though, I don't know how much the resistance seal I put on will affect me, Naruto thought. Naruto, why don't you and Sasuke get warmed up, while I talk with Sakura, Kakashi said. Sasuke sneered at Naruto. Read to lose dobe, the raven-haired boy said. Don't know team, hasn't happened yet, Naruto retorted. Sasuke narrowed his eyes and launched himself at Naruto as soon as they were ready. Naruto made to block, but the seal he had placed on his body made his body feel sluggish. Naruto was able to deflect most of Sasuke's strike, though this was again because of the seal. Is that all you can do, dobe? Sasuke sneered. I mean, this is pathetic, but coming from a clan less nobody, I've never heard of a clan called Uzumaki. Naruto gritted his teeth but remained silent. Easy Naruto, he's trying to make you angry. And succeeding. But if I get angry, I can't focus. Stay calm and focus. Naruto's eyes hardened into icy chips and he settled into the taijutsu style of his mother's clan, the current of the whirlpool. Where did he learn that stance? Kakashi pondered. That's Kusanichin's style. What style is that? I don't recognize it, Sasuke thought. But it doesn't matter, that dead last will never beat me. Suddenly Naruto surged forward, like shot out of a cannon. Sasuke smirked and advanced as well. The raven-haired boy threw a lightning quick punch at the blonde boy, but to Sasuke's shock, Naruto easily dodged the blow, grabbed Sasuke's outstretched wrist, and using the boy's own momentum, hurled him across the field. Sasuke was so stunned that he didn't even try to recover, not that it mattered as Naruto was on him in a second. Pain filled Sasuke's mind as he felt fists, elbows, knees and feet connect with his body. Kakashi and Sakura were stunned, neither had seen Naruto move with such grace and fluidity. Naruto moved like water, effortlessly dodging Sasuke's attacks, while striking like a maelstrom, swift and unpredictably. A minute later it was over, Sasuke had collapsed to the ground, bruises quickly appearing on his face and arms, while Naruto was standing above him, sweating slightly and a couple of bruises on his forearms and one on his cheek. Okay, I think that's enough for today, Kakashi said. Sakura, I want you to review the Academy's taijutsu katas until you can do them without thinking, then work on your chakra reserves by doing the tree walking exercise some more. But sensei, Sakura began. Not now Sakura, I promise I'll help you tomorrow, but I need to get Sasuke looked at. I can help you Sakura-chan, Naruto said as he walked over. I'm still having some problems with my chakra control, so if you could give me some tips that would be great? Okay Naruto, Sakura said. Great, then I'll see you both tomorrow here at 9 a.m., Kakashi said before vanishing in a swirl of leaves with a barely conscious Sasuke. Naruto, what did you do to Sasuke-kun? Sakura asked. I beat him in a friendly spar. Why? The blonde said. Baka, I know that. But what was that taijutsu style? That wasn't something we were taught at the academy. It's a style that I found in a scroll. I tried it out and it felt more natural than what they taught you at the academy. Sakura nodded. Anyway, Sakura-chan, was there something else you wanted? Naruto asked. No, I'll see you tomorrow, she said. Bye, Sakura-chan, Naruto called as the pink-haired girl walked off. Once she had vanished, Naruto summoned 50 clones. All right, half of you will be working on hand seal speed, while the rest of you will be working on our taijutsu style. Now get to work. Yash, 50 Narutos cried. It was almost dark when the clones were all exhausted. Naruto was breathing heavily, hands on his knees. All right, dispel 5 at a time at 1-minute intervals, Naruto commanded. He didn't want to be overwhelmed by the memory backlash. 10 minutes later, all of Naruto's clones had dispersed, and Naruto was sifting through the memories when he felt someone approach. Hello, Kakashi-sensei, the blonde said. Naruto. How's the team? Kakashi hid a smirk. He'll be fine, though he is wondering how you managed to beat him. Naruto snorted. Well, he can try to figure it out. Was there something else you wanted to talk to me about? Actually, yes, Naruto, what do you know about the 4th Hokage? Chapter 4 Kakashi knows, Tora, a rivalry is formed. That's quite a loaded question, Kakashi-sensei, Naruto replied. How so? Well, considering the 4th was arguably the greatest ninja since ever, Naruto said. What would you like to know about him? Do you want to know that he was the genin student of Jiraiya of the Sannin? Or how he became your sensei during the 3rd Shinobi War? How he garnered the moniker Yellow Flash when he wiped out an entire Iwa army by using the Hiraishin? What about how he became the only ninja to ever reach the SS rank and flee on side order in the bingo book? Or how he became the youngest Kage ever? Or even how he sacrificed himself to seal the Kyuubi in his newborn son? Kakashi's visible eye widened at the final question. So you do know? He asked quietly. Yes, I know that I am Namake's Uzumaki Naruto, son of the Yondaime Hokage, Namake's Minato, and Uzumaki Kushina, the Whirlpool's red-haired maelstrom. Kakashi sighed and sat down next to Naruto. How did you find out? He asked. Naruto snorted. Come on, I'm not that much of an idiot. I'm surprised that the villagers haven't put the pieces together. I look just like him without the whiskers. The villagers probably don't want to realize that you are Sensei's son, Kakashi sighed. Yeah, they only see me as the demon child, so they are in denial about the obvious. Naruto, what truly is your dream? Kakashi asked. I noticed that you seemed like you wanted to say something more when I asked, also that almost slipped when you were talking about Fuinjutsu. Caught that, didn't you, Inu-san? Naruto chuckled. Don't look so surprised, sensei. I knew about Jiji's order to have me followed by Umbu since I was 5. And Umbu standards have been slipping for the last few years. I mean, isn't chasing me around the village sort of like a rite of passage for the newbies? Kakashi chuckled. I guess I can see that. But you didn't answer my question. My dream is to become Hokage, protect this village and its people with my life if need be, and to surpass my father. Kakashi hid a smile at Naruto's answer. Sensei, do you think my parents would be proud of me? Naruto asked softly. Yes, Naruto, I think they would be extremely proud of you. You embody them both so much. Thank you, Sensei. Of course, Naruto, now I think it's time for you to be heading home. We start missions tomorrow, Kakashi said. Okay, good night, Sensei, Naruto said before vanishing in a swirl of light. That wasn't the flying thunder god, that was Shunshin, but faster. Sensei, Kushin and Achan, you both would be so proud of your son. He might just surpass all those before him. The next morning found Team 7 waiting for Kakashi to arrive. Naruto was sitting on the bridge, a few ninjutsu scroll in his lap, while Sasuke was shooting him flares of barely suppressed rage and jealousy, while Sakura was sneaking looks at Sasuke and looking around for Kakashi. "Yo!" Kakashi said, appearing in a puff of smoke. "You're late." Naruto and Sakura cried, fingers pointing at him. "Yeah, sorry, I was on my way here when I realized." "Lair!" Sakura cried. "But I didn't even finish," Kakashi said. "It doesn't matter," Sasuke said. "Let's just get our missions done." Team 7 and Kakashi, who was crying anime tears, made their way to the mission hall. They entered the hall and saw the other rookie genin teams waiting with their senseis. "Sasuke-kun!" Ino cried. "There you are." "Back off, Ino pig," Sakura growled. Naruto ignored the two girls' antics and walked over to where Shikamaru and Choji were standing, Ino's teammates. "What's up?" "Nothing much, Naruto," Choji said between mouthfuls of chips. "Troublesome," muttered the Nara heir. "So have you decided to finally take things seriously?" Naruto smirked. "Never could put anything past you, but yeah, it's time for the world to see what the Deadlast can do," he muttered back. "Naruto baka, come on," Sakura cried. "I don't know how you can stand that troublesome girl," Shikamaru said as Naruto pushed himself off the wall. "Well, you learn to tune it out after a while," he said as he followed his teammates and sensei into the Mission Dispersal Office, MDO. "Ah, Team 7 welcome," the Hokage said. "So are you all ready for your first mission?" "Pfft, mission you mean chores, Gigi," Naruto thought. "Ah, here we go," the Hokage said, handing the mission scroll to Kakashi, who opened it. "Well, right off the bat we get the Tora retrieval mission," the Jonin said. "I wonder who has the record." "Record sensei?" Sakura asked. "It seems that the Fire Daimyo's cat has escaped again and we've been asked to retrieve him." "What?" "We're supposed to find a missing cat," Naruto cried. "Oh, don't be so quick to judge Tora, that cat is the bane of all genin teams." "We have a board that has the times for the fastest recovery," the Hokage said, chuckling. He pointed off to the side. Naruto looked over and saw a plague that had the title Tora retrieval times above it. Naruto walked over and read off the record time. 32647, by Team 7, led by Jonin Namikaze with Hatake Kakashi, Uchiha Obito and Azuna Rin, Naruto said. "So your team holds the record, Kakashi-sensei?" "That's right," Kakashi said. "That cat is really tricky, I'm amazed that he's still around." "Well then, Naruto-kun, do you want this mission or is it too easy for you?" the Hokage said. Naruto narrowed his eyes at the old man. "I know what you're doing, Gigi, and it's working." "Alright, old man, I guess Konoha's next Hokage can take this one. I mean, if a team led by the 4th Hokage took almost 4 hours to do this, we'll be able to beat that record," Naruto said. "Naruto baka, show the Hokage some respect," Sakura cried. "But I always call him that because he is old," Naruto said. "And he's like my grandfather." Hiruzen felt his chest contract at Naruto's words. "Thank you, Naruto, that's very kind of you." Naruto blushed and rubbed the back of his head in embarrassment. "Well, you always said that the Hokage is like the father of the village, but you're too old to just be a dad, so you're the grandfather." Kakashi, Sakura, Sasuke and Iruka all sweat dropped at Naruto's words. The Hokage however laughed deeply. "Ah, Naruto, you never cease to amaze me," Hiruzen said. "So then are you going to become the father of this village?" "Believe it," Naruto said, confidence shining in his eyes. Everyone in the room could feel that he would do whatever it took to achieve his dream. "Naruto," Sakura whispered. She had never seen someone so confident in themselves. Confidence was something that Sakura had had trouble with. She wasn't from a ninja clan like Sasuke or Ino, nor did she have a lot of chakra like Naruto. All she had was her brain and chakra control. Kakashi smiled at the blonde genin. "This kid is truly something special," the Jonin thought. "He doesn't back down and there's this aura about him that makes you feel that he can achieve anything." All right then, it seems that we have a cat to catch, Kakashi said. Team 7 followed their sensei out the door, leaving Iruka and the Hokage in the MDO alone. He really has grown, Iruka said. That he has Iruka-kun, the Hokage said. And I won't be surprised if he does take the hat someday and surpass his father. How are we supposed to find this cat? He could be anywhere, Sakura said as Team 7 made their way outside the Hokage Tower. There's only 4 of us, we can't cover the whole village. I think you're forgetting something, Sakura-chan, Naruto said. We have an entire army at our disposal. What are you talking about, Dobe? Sasuke sneered. Tajukage Bunshin no Jutsu. Naruto cried. There was an explosion of smoke and all around them, around 100 Narutos were now staring at the other members of Team 7 and Kakashi. How is this possible? Sakura asked. Sasuke looked stuck between awed and furious. How can this clanless Dobe produce so many clones, he fumed. Even Kakashi was stunned. I've never seen so many solid clones, even Minato-sensei couldn't do this much, the one-eyes Jonin thought. All right, you all know what to do, Naruto called to his army. Go in pairs, when you've found the cat, corner it and have one dispel so we can find you. Yash! Scatter! Naruto cried, and with a slash of his arm, the clones vanished. Turning back to his teammates and sensei, he saw their shocked looks and grinned sheepishly. I hope that's not cheating, sensei. Kakashi had to use all his self-control to not fall to the ground laughing. No, Naruto, I don't think it is, though I don't think there are many, if any, Genins can use the shadow clone jutsu like you can, Kakashi said. Naruto chuckled. Probably not, he said. Just then he stiffened. Gotcha, come on, one of my clones found Tora over by the Nara compound. He sprinted off without another word. Sasuke and Sakura looked at Kakashi, who gave them a nice smile before vanishing in a swirl of leaves. The 2 genin growled before leaping off after their hyperactive teammate and tardy, perverted sensei. Nice of you 2 to join us, Naruto said as Sasuke and Sakura appeared. Kakashi was also there, his face hidden by his Ika book. Well, where is the cat? Sasuke asked. You said that you had caught it. No, I said that a clone had found him. But that cat is wily, he was able to evade my clone's attempt to grab him. I need your help, Naruto said. Sasuke scoffed. Dobe, can't even catch a cat. Hey, if it wasn't for Naruto, we wouldn't even know where to start, Sakura said. Naruto turned to Sakura in amazement. She just stood up for me, to the team to boot, he thought. All right, calm down, Kakashi said. Even he was surprised that Sakura had defended Naruto. Here, he handed the 3 genin a radio, use these to keep in contact. Naruto, Sakura and Sasuke put the radios on and leapt off. Scarecrow here, distance to target? Kakashi's voice crackled through the radio. Fox here, 5 meters. Blossom here, 8 meters. Sasuke, 12 meters. Come again, didn't catch that, Naruto said, his voice laced with amusement. Hell no, I'm not using that name, why did Naruto get to choose the code names? Sasuke snapped. Because he was the one who found Tora in the first place, DB, Kakashi said. Naruto snickered while Sakura had to stifle a giggle. Don't call me that, Sasuke snapped. Whatever DB, next time you can pick the code names, Naruto said. I'm in position, Scarecrow. This is Blossom, I'm ready to go as well. Right. Go, Kakashi barked. Naruto, Sakura and Sasuke burst through the brush toward the dusty brown cat with a red ribbon on its ear. The cat, Tora screeched as he bolted off out of sight. Naruto grinned as he sent the mental command to his clones to tighten the net. Gotcha! Naruto cried as he leapt over a fence, surprising the feisty feline that had been cornered by a pair of his clones. The cat made to escape by darting between the clones and the original, but Naruto was just quick enough to catch the cat before it could slip through a crack in the fence. Naruto handed the cat to a clone before touching the mic of his radio. This is Fox, target has been captured, repeat, I've got the cat. Good job Naruto, confirm that the target has a red ribbon on his left ear, Kakashi said. That's confirmed, it's Tora, Naruto said. Well then, we better get going if we want to set that record, Kakashi said. Hey Sakura-chan, you want to hold him, Naruto said, holding the struggling cat in front of him. I don't think Tora like me very much. Okay, Sakura said. Naruto handed Tora over, who immediately calmed. Oh, you're good kitty aren't you? She cooed at the now purring cat. Naruto glared at the cat. Now what's the difference between me and Sakura-chan? He asked to no one in particular. Probably because she's not a dobe, Sasuke grunted. Sakura looked at him, blushing at the compliment. No matter how pathetic she is, Sasuke continued. Sakura looked down at the put-down. Shut up team, Sakura-chan isn't pathetic, she's the one who got tree walking down first and she's smarter than you, so much for the great Uchiha clan, Naruto snapped. Sasuke spun around, his onyx eyes flashing dangerously. What did you say? He snarled. You heard me, maybe if you got that duck but head of your out of your ass, you'd see that you're not all that, Naruto said. You need to keep working and training if you want to get strong. Sasuke snarled and leapt toward Naruto, but Kakashi grabbed the Uchiha by the back of his shirt. That's enough, the Jonin said sharply. Let's get this cat back to his owner, then you two can work off this sexual tension. Naruto and Sasuke went red and began sputtering while Sakura looked away either from fury at someone calling her Sasuke-kun gay or from laughter. Team 7 and Kakashi made their way back to the MDO, Tora cuddled up in Sakura's arms, purring contentedly. Hey Aji-san, we're back, Naruto cried as they entered the MDO. What's our time? Hello there Naruto-kun, Sasuke-kun, Sakura-chan, Kakashi-kun, you've already captured found Tora, the Hokage said. Hi. It really wasn't that hard, though that cat doesn't seem to like me or DB very much, Naruto said. Oi, don't call me that, Sasuke barked. DB? Iruka asked. Yeah, we've all got code names, I was Fox, Naruto said. The Hokage pinned Naruto with a piercing look. I choose them for all of us. Sakura-chan was Blossom, Kakashi-sensei was Scarecrow and Sasuke was DB or Duck Butt. Sasuke glared at Naruto, while Sakura and Kakashi were hiding giggles. Iruka was preparing his Uki Atama no Jutsu, Big Head, when the Hokage raised a hand. Naruto-kun, you should treat your comrades with respect, the Hokage said. I understand sir, but we made a team decision for me to pick our codenames for this mission, Naruto said. Next one would be Sakura-chan's turn, then Sasuke, then me again. And our codenames describe us perfectly. I'm crafty like a fox, Sakura-chan is as pretty as a flower blossom, and Sasuke looks like a DB. Sakura blushed at Naruto's compliment while Kakashi had to turn away to hide his laughter. Naruto! Sasuke roared. Enough, the Hokage barked. Now Team 7, you are dismissed for today, but I expect you all to have cooler heads when you return. Hi sir, the genin said. Here's your payment for your mission, the Hokage said, handing each genin an envelope. Now don't go spend it all at once, Naruto-kun. Hi sir, Naruto said, scratching the back of his head. Team 7 and Kakashi left the mod, payments in hand. Alright then, meet at the training ground at 7 a.m. tomorrow, we'll train until noon, have lunch then go get our mission. Hi, Naruto and Sakura answered. Sasuke just gave his usual grunt. Kakashi vanished in a puff of smoke. Now then, I don't know about you but I'm going home to do some more training, Naruto said. You're not going anywhere Dobe, I've still got to pay you back for that ridiculous codename you gave me, Sasuke snarled. It's about time I taught you the superiority of the Uchiha. Naruto rolled his eyes, fine let's rock. Sakura-chan, do you want to watch me kick Sasuke team's ass? Huh, like you could do that. Well, didn't I beat you the last time we sparred, Naruto said. We won't be sparring, this is no holds barred, Sasuke said, with a smirk. Well then, we won't be fighting, Naruto said. I'm not going to let you goad me into some situation that will get either of us hurt team. Coward, knew you couldn't measure up. Naruto growled deep in his throat. I'll fight you team, but tomorrow during training. Don't want you to get hurt too bad, he said. I want to make sure that sensei is there to keep it from getting out of control. Sure, Sasuke smirked. Whatever, I'll see you two tomorrow, Naruto said before bounding off. Damn team, I'll show him, Naruto growled as he entered his house. Tajukage Bunshin. Nearly 100 clones appeared, surrounding Naruto. I want 25 of you to continue working on chakra control, start the water walking exercise. 50 of you work on practicing Kaa-san's taijutsu style. And the rest, it's time for a battle royale. Yash, the clones roared and separated. Naruto led his clones outside and to the training ground that his father had created. Alright, let's get it on, he yelled as he clones charged. Arg, Naruto groaned as his alarm went off. The memory backlash of the 100 clones was really harsh on his mind, even if he had done it in shifts to limit it. But using his shadow clones to quickly learn the basics had allowed him to catch up his classmates extremely quickly. However, aside from the memory backlash, the other major fault of using clones was that he didn't have an opponent that would truly push him. All his clones were at his level, rather than someone higher. Still, it should be enough to put team in his place, Naruto said. Naruto arrived at the training ground 5 minutes before the 7 a.m. deadline. Sakura and Sasuke were already there. Naruto noticed that Sasuke was staring at him almost hungrily. A smirk spread over Naruto's face. Sorry Sasuke, but I don't swing that way, and besides isn't one of your goals to revive your clan and I can't help you with that. Sasuke went red and began sputtering, while Sakura looked torn between chastising Naruto and laughing her ass off. I'm not gay, Sasuke screamed. Could have fooled me, I mean you haven't taken your eyes off me since I got here, Naruto said. I mean I know I'm awesome but like I told you, I don't swing that way. Naruto! Sasuke roared, his face bright red. He grabbed a kunai from his holster and launched himself toward Naruto. Naruto's face went instantly serious as he settled into his taijutsu stance. Sasuke thrust the kunai at Naruto's chest, Sakura screamed but Naruto narrowed his eyes and quickly slapped the kunai away, grabbed Sasuke's outstretched arm by the elbow and shoulder and threw him head over heels. What the hell team? Naruto cried. Get that massive stick out of your ass and relax. Get a sense of humor. What's going on? Kakashi's voice asked from behind Sakura, who yelped in surprise. Sasuke team can't take a joke, Naruto said. Naruto called me gay. Sasuke roared. Well you wouldn't stop looking at me. I know I'm good looking but... Naruto was cut off as Sasuke raced toward him again. That's enough, Kakashi growled, grabbing Sasuke by the shirt. Alright, since you two can't seem to keep from riling each other up, you're going to do an endurance spar. No stopping until you both have gotten this out of your system. Fine by me, Naruto said. Sasuke grunted. What about me? Sakura asked. I know you've mastered tree walking, so I want you to start water walking, Kakashi said. I'll have a shadow clone watch you while I try and keep these two from killing each other. Sakura nodded and walked off with clone Kakashi, though she kept glancing over her shoulder at the two boys. Now you two need to learn to work together but first you are both going to get rid of this stupid aggression. This spar is no holds, but no aiming to kill or permanently disable. Jutsus and weapons are fine and no stopping until someone is unable to continue or I deem it necessary to stop, understood? Hi, Naruto said. Sasuke grunted. Good, Hajime. Naruto pulled a kunai from his holster just as Sasuke hurled 5 shurikens at him. Naruto easily deflected them, but was forced to leap away as Sasuke charged forward. The pair traded punches for a good 5 minutes, neither landing a serious blow on the other. Sasuke disengaged and leapt backward, his hands flashing through seals. Katon go Kakyu no Jutsu. Naruto leapt out of the way of the fireball. He quickly made some hand seals, took a deep breath and punched himself in the stomach. Futon Rankuden. Wind release air bullet. A concentrated ball of air shot out of Naruto's mouth. Sasuke dove out of the way and threw some kunai at Naruto. Naruto deflected the kunai before pumping chakra into his legs and dashing forward. Sasuke tried to put some distance between Naruto and himself, but Naruto wouldn't let him get away. Kage Bunshin! Naruto cried. Four Narutos appeared around Sasuke, hemming him in. Come on Uchiha, let's see what you've really got, Naruto taunted. Sasuke growled and dove forward. Naruto blocked a punch, before retaliating with a right cross of his own. Sasuke ducked under the punch and put his foot into Naruto's stomach. Naruto bent over, and received a double-fisted hammer fist to the back of his neck for it. Sasuke grinned before Naruto disappeared in a puff of smoke. Clone, Sasuke growled. He turned, only to be tackled aside by a diving clone. How? Sasuke snarled. That was you. Kawarimi, Naruto said. I switched with one of my clones when I realized that you were about to get the upper hand. Sasuke threw the clone off him and turned to face Naruto. Fight me like a ninja, he roared. Deception and trickery are major tools in a ninja's arsenal, Naruto said easily. But fine, if that's the way you want to play it. Naruto dispelled his clones and settled into his stance, right foot forward, arms outstretched, hands fisted loosely and knees bent. Sasuke charged, his fist raised ready to strike. Naruto easily deflected the punch, but Sasuke used the momentum to bring a roundhouse kick to Naruto's head. Naruto blocked the kick, mostly, with a raised arm but was knocked aside. Naruto rolled upright, just in time to block another fist. Naruto stepped inside Sasuke's guard and landed 2 blows to the Uchiha's stomach and finished the combo with a viscous uppercut to Sasuke's chin. Sasuke saw stars as Naruto's fist impacted with his chin, snapping his head back. Sasuke collapsed to the ground. Naruto was about to continue when a hand on his shoulder. It was Kakashi. That's enough. No, it's not, Sasuke growled, getting to his feet, somewhat shakily. It is because I said so, Kakashi snapped. Both of you need to cool off. Your comrades and teammates, start acting like it. Naruto, go work on your chakra control, Sasuke you do the same. I'm going to check on Sakura. Naruto nodded and vanished in a flash of yellow light. That kid is going to be either the death of me, or going to the one to make Konoha feared again. Kakashi thought. How does he do that? Sasuke said. What technique is that? It's called Shunshin, but he's added his own twist, Kakashi said. Most people in the leaf use leaves to mask it, but he uses something a little more flashy. How does he know that technique and I don't? Probably because Naruto is a genius at observation, he can see a technique only a few times before making it his own. He's had to rely on himself alone, longer than anyone even you Sasuke. You two are more alike than you realize. Chapter 5 Riding the Wave. It had been a week since Naruto and Sasuke's fight and Kakashi's dressing down of the Uchiha. Sasuke had taken a closer look at Naruto over the week and had slowly began taking the stick out of his ass. The other members of Team 7 noticed this mellowing out of Sasuke. Naruto and Sasuke continued to spar each day, and while they would continue to push their limits, the tension and killing intent had diminished drastically. Sakura's abilities had dramatically risen as well. With her constant work on her chakra reserves, they had grown to lower mid-genin level. They were still miles behind Naruto's or Sasuke's reserves, but her control was leagues above both boys. No way, I can't stand these D-rank missions, they aren't even missions, they're chores, Naruto complained as Team 7 entered the MDO, Tora once again in tow. We're ninjas, we shouldn't be weeding a garden or fixing a fence, we should be out fending off bandits or saving princesses. You are only genin, so you won't get higher ranked missions until you get more experience, Iruka cried using his big head jutsu. You aren't ready for those type of mission. How are we supposed to get more experience when all we do are these stupid chores? Naruto said. Iruka-sensei, we're not kids anymore. Most of us stopped being children when we put these headbands on. Some even longer, he finished solemnly. Iruka fell silent, looking down at the desk. The Hokage coughed at the atmosphere. Naruto-kun, you have to understand that you must complete at least 8 D-rank missions before you can get a C-rank mission, Hiruzen said. Hokage-sama, yesterday was our 8th D-rank mission, and besides I'm not asking for much, just a simple C rank that will get me out of the village for a week or so, Naruto said. The Hokage looked at Naruto with solemn eyes. He knew what was coming up, the Kyuubi festival as well as Naruto's birthday. Every year, on October 10th, the village celebrated the 4th Hokage's victory over the Kyuubi, and every year some villagers would get drunk and try to finish off the demon. Naruto had been admitted to the hospital on every one of his birthday, with injuries ranging from some cuts and bruises to broken bones or puncture wounds from kunai or swords. I see, well actually I might just have the perfect mission for you, Hiruzen said. He picked up a C-rank mission scroll. It's a simple escort mission. You are to escort the client back to his home in the Wave Country. Please send him in. The door opened, revealing an older man with graying hair, a torn and battered knapsack over his shoulder, and was holding a bottle of sake, from the smell. Is this it? The man slurred. I'm supposed to be protected by an emo kid with a duck's-ass haircut, a pink-haired girl, I mean who ever heard of a ninja with pink hair, and a shrimp with an idiot look on his face. The 3 genin growled at the man. Who are you calling a shrimp? Naruto yelled. And besides, it's not a good idea for you to insult the people who are supposed to be protecting you, another voice said softly from behind the man. It was Naruto. What the man yelped. When did he create a shadow clone? Kakashi asked himself. Naruto, you can't attack the client, it's bad for business, he said. I wasn't attacking him, just showing that we're up for the job, Naruto said. So then Team 7 will be escorting Tazuna-san back home, the Hokage said. I accept this to take no longer than a week to 10 days, but be careful. Hi. HN. Don't worry, Gigi, I'll be taking that hat someday so I won't be dying yet, Naruto said. All right, meet at the East Gate in an hour, Kakashi said. The genin nodded before leaving the MDO. Naruto skidded to a stop at the gate. Gomen everyone, I couldn't find my scrolls, he said. Whatever dobe, let's go, Sasuke scoffed. The group had just walked through the gates when they realized that they were missing a number. Naruto, what are you doing? Sakura cried. Naruto was standing next to one of the gates, a hand pressed against the worn wood. Sorry, it's just this is the first time I'm leaving the village. Willingly, Naruto whispered the final word. Don't worry Too-san, Kae-san, I'll be okay, Naruto thought. I won't die until I become Hokage and surpass both of you. Come on Naruto Baka, or we're leaving you behind, Sakura yelled. Coming, Naruto cried. He vanished in a swirl of light and reappeared next to Sakura. Here I am. How do you do that? Sasuke asked. How do you know the Shunshin? That's what it's called. Naruto said. I never knew the name. Kakashi, Sakura and Sasuke nearly face-vaulted at this. How did you not know the name of the technique? Sakura cried. What, it's not like I had anyone teach me or at home help me. Naruto retorted. Sakura looked down. I've had to learn on my own ever since I can remember. I realize that you're not from a ninja clan, but you didn't have to deal with the academy instructors trying to purposely fail you by sabotaging your exams. What do you mean? Sasuke asked. Kakashi frowned, he was going to have to report this to the Hokage. Did you really think that I was really dumb enough to fail the graduation exam 3 times? Yes, I still can't do clones because I have too much chakra, but my written exams had a genjutsu on them, and whenever I would find out, I would be accused of cheating, and besides half the time I would be sent out of class for no reason and not able to learn the lesson. After my first time failing, I realized that the instructors didn't like me, so I stopped trying to change things. Why would the instructors do that? Sakura asked. Who knows, but I didn't do anything to warrant it, Naruto said. Like I said, the only reason I didn't pass the ninjutsu exam was because I can't use the small amount of chakra that's needed to make 3 bunshin. The smallest amount of regular bunshin I can make is 10, and that's only because I've been working on my chakra control for the last 2 weeks. I probably would have made like 50 on exam day. But why didn't you do that during the exam? Sakura asked. I'm sure you would have passed. I doubt it. Mizuki team would have found something wrong and failed me. I still suck at Genjutsu, which is what the bunshin is, an illusion technique. Baka, you shouldn't call Mizuki-sensei that, Sakura cried. Actually, that's a good name for that traitor, Kakashi grumbled. What? Sakura and Sasuke said. Mizuki tried to steal the forbidden scroll of sealing, Kakashi said. Naruto was able to help Umbu catch him. How was that dope able to help? Sasuke asked. Well, I had pranked some people, so some Umbu were looking for me and we ran into Mizuki team, Naruto said. I didn't do much more than that. Thought so, Sasuke scoffed. Kakashi shot Naruto a look, but the blonde just shook his head. Team 7, Kakashi and Tazuna continued on their way. Naruto would periodically look over his shoulder, as the village gates grew smaller, behind them. Tazuna-san, you're from the Wave Country, correct? Sakura asked. Yes, what of it? Kakashi-sensei, does the Wave have ninja? She asked. No, the Wave doesn't have any ninja, it's too small, Kakashi answered. And we shouldn't see any combat, unless we are unlucky and run into some bandits. Naruto noticed that Tazuna stiffened slightly, though it could have just been because of the thought of a bandit attack. Naruto extended his senses as much as possible, pushing chakra into his ears and nose. Slowly, he could hear much clearer around the group. He had to focus only on his ears because the smell of Tazuna's sake was becoming overwhelming. Naruto had discovered this trick after talking with Kiba about how the boy seemed to hear and smell things that others couldn't. It had really helped him evade his pursuers after one of his pranks. Naruto stumbled over a loose rock and fell to his knees, one hand falling into a puddle. Naruto, would you hurry up? Sakura cried. Naruto didn't answer as he got to his feet, and brushed himself off when he froze. His hand wasn't wet. What's going on, he thought. Why isn't my hand wet, and how is there a puddle when it hasn't rained in like 2 weeks? Suddenly 2 figures burst out of the puddle and streaked for Kakashi. In an instant, the Jonin was wrapped up in a chain, a horrified expression on his partially visible face. One down, one of the figures said grimly as the chain tightened and ripped through Kakashi. Sakura screamed as Kakashi seemed to explode into little bits. Now then, who's next? The other ninja said. The pair spun and raced toward Sakura and Tazuna. Sakura-chan, protect Tazuna, Naruto barked. Sasuke, with me. Naruto hurled a pair of kunai at the charging ninja, who easily blocked them with a clawed gauntlet. However, this left them out of position to defend against Sasuke, who was able to pin the ninja's chain to a nearby tree with some shurikens and kunai. The raven-haired boy appeared above the restrained ninja and kicked them both in the head, knocking them both away, snapping the chain. The enemy ninja quickly recovered and charged towards Sakura and Tazuna once again. Kage Bunshin! Naruto cried. 5 Narutos appeared and formed a protective wall in front of Sakura and Tazuna. Each of the Narutos drew a kunai. Don't even think about it, Naruto growled. The enemy ninja scoffed. Please boy, you're nothing. What can you hope to do? One sneered. Me, nothing. I'm just stalling for time. You got them, sensei? Naruto asked. Yap, Kakashi said as he reappeared behind the masked ninja. He knocked them out with a swift chop to the back of their necks. Well done all of you. Sensei! Sakura cried. You're alive. But I saw, she trailed off when she saw that Kakashi's bloody remains were actually a shredded log. Substitution, Naruto questioned. Kakashi nodded. Why? I wanted to see how well you all handled yourselves. So this was a test? Sakura screamed. Kakashi's sweat dropped. Don't worry, I was watching the whole time and would have stepped in if things got out of hand. And I wanted to know if I was their target or someone else. Tazuna stiffened as Kakashi's stare pinned him. Tazuna-san, why are two C-rank missing nins from Kiri after you? The Jonin said. These two are called the Demon Brothers, so why were they after you? Tazuna gulped. My country is suffering under the rule of an evil tyrant, Gatu, the man said. Gatu, you mean the shipping magnate. One of the wealthiest men in the world, Gatu. Kakashi said. Yes, but that's his public persona. Gatu has taken over the country by controlling the shipping lanes and trade in the country. My bridge is our only chance at getting some control back. Our country is so poor that even our nobles have little money. So you thought that deceiving the Hokage and us was the right idea? Kakashi asked. This mission should be at least a B rank, possibly an A rank. My team isn't ready, we need to head back to the village. No. Naruto barked. No? Yes, we were hired to do a mission, and I'm going to complete it even if it's by myself, Naruto growled. We can't just give up when something unexpected happens. Being a ninja means expecting the unexpected. Kakashi's visible eye widened at the forcefulness and passion in Naruto's voice. All right, I'll put it to a vote, the Jonin said. You know my vote, Naruto said. We should keep going, Sasuke said. I need to prove myself, to get stronger so I can kill that man. Sakura looked conflicted. She wanted to go home, she agreed with their sensei, they weren't ready for this. But she also didn't want to look weak in front of Sasuke. Don't worry, Sakura-chan, I won't let anything happen to you, Naruto said. Believe it. Sakura managed a grateful smile to Naruto before she nodded to Kakashi. All right then, we're continuing the mission. Thought I'll be sending a message to the Hokage requesting backup, Kakashi said. As well as a pickup crew for these two. Yada, let's go. Naruto cried. Baka, be quiet, Sakura scolded before slapping him upside the head. Gomen Sakura-chan, just excited about continuing the mission, Naruto said. Well, keep it to yourself, there might be more enemies around. Don't worry, Sakura-chan, I promise that I won't let anything happen to you and I don't go back on my word, he said. Baka, Sakura said, though there was no malice or anger in her voice and her face seemed to have taken on a tinge to match her hair. Come on you two, we want to get moving, Kakashi said. Naruto and Sakura raced off to catch up with the others, both blushing slightly. Wow, Naruto said softly as the outline of a large bridge came silently ghosting out of the thick mist that surrounded them. Please keep it down, we're nearly there but I don't want Gato's patrols to find us, the boat driver whispered. Naruto, Sakura and Sasuke tensed at this, the mist made it nearly impossible for them to see more than 20 feet in front of them. Naruto seriously wondered how the boat captain could find his way. Here we are, this is as far as I can take you, the captain said as the boat scraped gently against the shore. Take care. Thank you, Tazuna said. He led Team 7 and Kakashi into the woods, the mist following them. Naruto pushed some chakra into his ears and nose once again as they walked. Kakashi had told them that there was a chance that there would be another encounter with an enemy, and Naruto wanted to be ready. He knew that with the mist, he'd most likely hear or smell something before seeing it. Naruto's ears twitched as he heard something rustling in the bushes. There, he cried, hurling a kunai into the bushes. Naruto, what the hell? Sakura cried. I heard something in the bushes, Naruto said as he walked over to where he had thrown the kunai. Oops, Naruto said. What did you do? Sakura asked. False alarm, he said, reappearing with a trembling white bunny in his arms. You baka, Sakura cried, grabbing the bunny from Naruto's arms. Way to go, Dobe, Sasuke said. You nearly killed a rabbit. Shut it, team, I didn't know it was there, Gomen Bunny-chan, Naruto said. Just then he heard a loud whooshing sound. "Get down!" Naruto and Kakashi shouted. Naruto dove forward and shoved Sakura and Sasuke to the ground while Kakashi knocked Tazuna down. An enormous sword came whizzing overhead and lodged itself in a nearby tree. A tall, thin man wearing dark gray camo pants and a dark blue shirt appeared, standing on the sword's quivering handle. "So, that's why the demon brothers failed, didn't know they would have to go up against Kakashi the copy ninja," the man chuckled darkly. "Momochi Zabuza, the devil of the bloody mist," Kakashi said. "Looks like we were right in thinking that we'd be meeting someone more advanced. Naruto, Sasuke, Sakura, stay back and protect Tazuna, this one is out of your league." Team 7 leapt back and surrounded Tazuna, Naruto making a shadow clone to protect their rear. "I'm going to have to get serious," Kakashi said, lifting his forehead protector to reveal his other eye, yet this one was blood red instead of brown. "Sharingan," Sasuke whispered, almost in awe. "What?" Naruto asked. "So, you brought out the Sharingan, Kakashi, so will you show me why you are an A-ranked shinobi in my bingo book?" Zabuza said. "But besides from that eye, you are really nothing. So what will you do if you can't see me?" Zabuza made some hand signs and cried, "Swait ten Kirigakure no Jutsu." A thick mist drew in around the clearing, obscuring their sight. "What's with this mist? I can't even see my own hands," Sasuke said. "Everyone keep sharp," Kakashi said. "Zabuza is a master of the art of silent killing." An evil, bone-chilling chuckle filled the clearing. "It seems like you have read up on me, Kakashi. There are 8 points on the body that mean instant death: liver, heart, lungs, jugular, brain, spine, kidneys and clavicle vein, so many choices? I can't see a thing in this mist," Naruto thought. "That's it." His hands flew through multiple hand signs before taking a deep breath and releasing it, Futanuki Aori no Jutsu. Wind release great gust jutsu, pretty self-explanatory. A stream of wind blew from his mouth, slowly the mist began to dissipate. "What the?" Sakura cried. "Well, it seems that the blonde brat has a bit of skill," Zabuza's voice said. "To think that a genin has the chakra and the forethought to use a wind jutsu to blow away my mist. However, you're too late." Suddenly Zabuza appeared in the middle of Team 7's formation, his sword across his back, ready to slash Tazuna in two. "You're dead," Zabuza cried, slashing the sword down. Poof! "What the hell?" Zabuza blinked as Tazuna, Sakura and Sasuke and Naruto vanished into smoke and were replaced by more Narutos. "Gotcha!" Naruto cried as he and his clones dove towards Zabuza, all with kunai drawn. "Not bad, brat, combining the shadow clone, henge and substitution in one," Zabuza said. "You've got some real talent, but you're still years away from beating me." The tall man swung his sword in a blindingly fast slash that destroyed all the clones. "Naruto!" Sakura cried from the bushes where she, Sasuke and Tazuna had been transported to. "What, Sakura-chan?" Naruto's voice came from above them. She looked up and saw Naruto standing on a branch above them. "Nanny! How did you get up there?" Sakura asked, the knot in her chest loosening at the sight of her blonde teammate. "I substituted all 4 of us with my clones," Naruto said without looking down at the others. When did Naruto get this good, Sasuke thought. He was able to use the shadow clone, henge and substitution in rapid succession and in perfect timing. "Is that all you can do?" Zabuza roared. "Not quite," Kakashi growled. "Why don't you fight me?" "I can't be shown up by my students." "Not quite," Kakashi growled. "Why don't you fight me?" "I can't be shown up by my students, now can I?" "Well then, I guess I'll have to finish you off before the old man and the brats," Zabuza said. "I don't think so," Kakashi growled as he leapt back. "And besides, I've already foreseen the end of this fight, and it ends with your death." "Really? Well, let's put that prediction to the test," Zabuza cried. He made several hand signs before crying out, "Swait ten Suryuden no Jutsu. Water release water dragon bullet jutsu. Swait ten Suryuden no Jutsu." Kakashi shouted. Twin spires of water shot out of the lake, quickly forming dragons with glowing yellow eyes. The two chakra dragons crashed into each other, causing a massive explosion. Naruto had to raise his arms to shield his gaze. Wow, so this is what a Jonin-level ninja battle is like, Naruto softly. I can barely keep up with their hand signs. Naruto, get down here, Sakura said. You're going to get hurt if you fall from there. Naruto hopped down from the branch and landed next to Sakura. Come on Sakura-chan, I can handle it, he said. There came another explosion and Sakura ducked her head. It's all right Sakura-chan, Naruto said. Sakura cautiously opened her eyes to see Naruto, with his back to her, watching the fight. His eyes were focused and sharp, his body tense like a coil ready to spring. Don't worry Sakura-chan, Kakashi-sensei will beat this eyebrowless freak and then we can get out of here. Remember, I won't let anything happen to you, I promise. Just then they heard a cry of pain coming from the clearing. Zabuza was pinned up against a tree by several kunai, Kakashi was on a branch above him. Looks like my eye does tell the future, Kakashi said as he raised another kunai. You don't scare me Kakashi, this isn't over, you hear. Zabuza was cut off as several needles pierced his neck. Kakashi whipped his head around to find the source. Thank you Leaf Nin, we've been searching for Zabuza for a very long time, a soft voice said. A masked person appeared next to Zabuza. You're a Kiri hunter Nin? Kakashi said. Correct, now if you'll excuse me, I must dispose of his body, the ninja said before vanishing in a swirl of leaves with Zabuza in tow. For the size of that kid and his voice, that kid is probably Naruto's age, Kakashi thought. Sensei, what happened? Naruto cried as he led the others into the clearing. Who was that? A hunter Nin from Kiri, he was the one who killed Zabuza, Kakashi said. Suddenly, he pitched forward and fell to the ground. Sensei! Sakura cried. It's all right, I'm just exhausted from using the Sharingan too much, Kakashi said. I just need to rest for a bit. Is your house nearby Tazuna-san? Naruto asked. Yes, it's about a mile down the road, Tazuna said. Naruto nodded, a couple of shadow clones popped into existence and picked up Kakashi under the arms. The group was off. Thank you for your views, likes, subscriptions, and overall support of my ongoing efforts to bring great content to all of you. Check out my Patreon for more mature fanfiction. The link is in the description and like everywhere on my channel.